Hello, my beautiful fragrance family. Dustin here, fragrance fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification. And I'm just going to keep on giving you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews, that $40-ish and $100 range. Most of these are way less than that, and a good number of these you can find at your local rack stores. And I want to compare two fragrances that are made by the same house that are cloning the exact same thing, and let you know which one I think is better, what the differences are, longevity, all that stuff. I'm just going to give you the skinny on these two fragrances, and without letting you know which one I like better, let's just go ahead and kickstart things off with Lattafa's Fakhar Black. Now, it's been known to me in the recording of this in about the middle of May that you guys are finding Lattafas at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I have yet to see it. You guys are talking about Rams Silver and Rams Gold, and somebody said that they found an off-non body spray, so I'm looking forward to that. So this is a clone of YSL. It opens up with a good dose of apple. It's got that ginger, real fresh, spicy amber, some cedar wood, there's lavender, but more than anything else, and I've had this bottle for a while, and I feel like it's changed a little bit over time because it's almost got a little bit of like a cinnamon twist. I don't remember it having that at first. I remember it being sweet, fruity, playful, fresh, spicy, nice fruity and citrus ginger opening, but I don't really recall so much of like some kind of a cinnamony feel that I'm getting now, almost like a hint of like an apple pie, because the apple in this one is a little bit sweet. And overall, this is a versatile fragrance. It's nothing classy. It's not dressed up. If you are not familiar with YSL, then you know that it is a youthful, playful fragrance. Very, very people-pleasing, very office-friendly. Just great to go almost anywhere with, even if you're doing something dressed up, because it's just that inoffensive and that easy of a fragrance. But it's not a classy fragrance whatsoever. It just smells really good, and it garnishes a lot of compliments, and this one does the same thing. The performance on this is a little bit above average. I'd say it's 5.5, maybe 6 hours on a good day. But if you are into fragrances that are sweet, playful, fresh at the same time, fresh, spicy, citrus, ginger, again, that little bit of ginger and the sage that's in this gives it a little bit of a sparkle, fresh spiciness, and a little bit of a woodiness in the base. This is a nice fragrance, and you can get them for like 20 bucks. I feel like this might come around in rack stores. And also, I seen that Milestone has a YSL clone, so I might just do a battle between that, these Lattafas, and this one. It smells a lot like YSL as well. So the next one from the same house, the sister company, Maison Alhambra, has and I have not gotten the YSL Live clone yet. I just have these ones. But you see my bottles are scratched up and stuff, and they got some juice missing out of them because I use these things. I travel with them. They get banged up. I mean, obviously, look at the cap on this thing. It's done for. So, it falls off really easy. So I gotta be careful with that. But, the bottle itself is, that's loose and whatever. It's kind of a cheap, cheesy presentation on this one. Looks kind of cool on the shelf, like a potion bottle or something. This one looks a lot more accurate to the actual YSL bottle. Atomizer cap is nice and heavy, slides okay into place. It doesn't lock in real good, but it slides in kind of good feeling. And simple presentation, just like the YSL. They weren't trying to hide that. Atomizer on this is not too bad. So this one has basically the same exact note breakdown, almost exactly. One of the only differences I remember is in the base of this. It has like alemony or elemani, however the heck you pronounce that. But that's one of the only differences as far as the note breakdown. There's something else, but I forget what it is. The opening's the same. The green apple, bergamot, ginger. It's got the sage. It's got the lavender. It's got the vetiver, the amberwood, all that stuff. But the scent profile is a bit different. And it is actually not even redundant to own both of these, even though you can tell that they are cloning the same thing. I think the YSL or the Lattafa Fakhar Black kind of leans more on a fresh, spicy side. It's got more of the Middle Eastern feel, whereas this one is more accurate. The green apple in this is tart, crisp, juicy, and almost believable. It's almost a natural smelling green apple. They did a good job on that. It doesn't, like the Fakhar Black, it smells incredibly synthetic, but in a very, very pleasing way. Kind of like Diesel, only the Brave is super synthetic, but the thing smells amazing. This one isn't quite as synthetic. It's toned down on the fresh spiciness, doesn't have any of that cinnamon kind of a twist, and the green apple is real crisp, and real tart, and real believable, a lot like the YSL DNA. And the longevity on this one, since I've owned it for a little bit of time now, and got the air in there and it's macerated, it actually lasts a lot longer than what it did, because at first I think I was only getting like 3.5 or 4 hours. And now that this thing has sat, it has just aged beautifully. It has aged like wine. I mean, this thing is so much more natural and easy and pleasant, and I'm actually reaching for this a lot more than Fakhar Black. I think I used to like Fakhar Black more. I'm digging this one more now. It's so much more natural. It's so much closer to what they're going for, and not every time that something is more accurate to the original will I like it better, but in this case, I do. And the performance has increased drastically. It's not a beast by any means, but I'm getting that 5 or 6 hours that I would expect out of a nice fresh fragrance. So you still get that sweetness, you still get the playfulness, you still get the ginger, bergamot, green apple pop in the beginning. It's just a much smoother, nicer, cleaner take than Fakhar Black. You can own both of them and it not be redundant, but if I had to just take one or leave one, I would take this one. Now, that being said, this is a good smelling fragrance. It smells really good. It's like a 6.5 out of 10 for me. I enjoy it. It's a compliment magnet. This one is more like a 7 out of 10. And that's a really good rating on my scale, if you know me. 7 out of 10. So, performance is about the same. I think, like I said, if I had to choose one, it would be the There's no doubt about it. It's just, I just really enjoy, I want to smell it again, that tart, crisp, that green apple. That green apple is just so juicy and tart and crisp. I can't say that enough. And it's natural smelling. After macerated, when I first got it, it wasn't quite as clean, quite as crisp, but it was a better quality, you could tell. And this one, if I remember right, is still in like the low 20s, and they're both eau de parfum concentration. So worth it. And I look forward to seeing these things hit the rack stores where I'm at. So if you guys have seen any other Lattafas besides Rams Silver and Rams Gold, let me know in the comments below. And if you guys own both of these, let me know which one you think is better and if it's accurate, if they've aged over time differently or what. So for now, that's my final thoughts of the conclusion of the battle. And I've put these things through the ringer, both of them. I've ran 5 miles in the blistering heat out here at a pretty good pace. And this is the one. It's the one. But they're both good. They're both great smelling fragrances. So with that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always. And until next time.